high intensity interval training workout. Got core focus for this workout. You can see this forearm stiff plank, an exercise we'll be doing later on, and then some Russian twists. Here I'm doing it with a plate, making sure I'm not reaching too far with those arms, making sure there's a good trunk rotation every single exercise. Another ab exercise we'll be doing, some V-ups, bringing our hands and our legs both straight to connecting position over our head. You can see the full workout preview. We've got 3 different cycles with a dynamic warm-up period at the beginning as well. Getting into the warm-up, we've got about 7 minutes we want to spend on this warm-up piece, starting off with high knees, loosen up those hamstrings, and then we'll immediately transition into the butt kicks to get those quads loose. The HIIT workouts are usually for time style. We want to keep high intensity pace to keep that heart rate elevated, keep the muscular endurance going so we can get a good fat burn, stay in the target heart rate zone, burning as many calories as possible. Finish those butt kicks, move into some Frankensteins, trying to keep those legs straight as we swing our legs up, and then immediately into some walking toe touches. Again, keeping that front leg straight, leg we keep planted on the ground, lowering both hands, touching the ground. Back leg will raise behind us. As we finish up those walking toes, we will transition into some karaoke, not to be mistaken with karaoke. We'll be going forward to back, crossing over those legs, popping up our knee as we rotate in a rhythmic motion. After karaoke, we got side-to-side squat lunges. This is like a dynamic Cossack squat, essentially. See me hitting both sides, rotating in a deep, wide lunge, going side to side on that leg. This is great for mobility, making sure we're ready for the workout that is to come. After we finish our side-to-side lunges, we're going to move to some broad jumps. Key for the broad jump is starting low and finishing low. Exploding off those feet, shifting the weight to the balls of our feet, and landing in a good solid squat or catch position, using those arms for momentum as well. After that, we got some bounds for height and then bounds for distance. Exploding off one leg, opposite arm over our head. And then we got bounds for distance, exploding off one leg again, but now we're trying to reach for maximum distance as opposed to maximum height. Finishing off our bounds, we got our crab walks, walking on our hands and our heels, forward or backwards. I know normally crabs walk sideways, but someone named these crab walks at some point in time. So that's what I know at Mass. After those crab walks, we got Spider-Man walks. We're lowering our chest to the ground, bringing up our opposite knee to opposite elbow, getting a dynamic position like Spider-Man climbing up the wall. This is similar to a push-up, but it's a great warm-up exercise stretch as well. After you finish those Spider-Man walks, we got some duck walks, trying to keep the butt as low as possible while moving our feet forward, keeping our chest in an upright position, and keeping our core engaged and back straight as well. Last dynamic warm-up exercise, we got bear crawls. Bringing opposite knee to opposite elbow. We're not sticking our butt super high in the air and just running out of control on our hands and feet. Keeping our core tight and keeping our back parallel to the ground. First cycle should take about 13 minutes, 2 sets with 2 minutes on, 1 minute rest between sets. We got our forearm plank. We want to stay flat, and then we transition into that side plank. And then it'll be 2 minutes on for both sides. All right, 2 minutes in the forearm plank, 2 minutes in the side plank. Switch to the other side. You can put that opposite hand that's not down, straight up in the air, or on your hip like I'm doing here. 2 minutes for each exercise, and then a minute rest before you start the next set. 2 minutes rest between the cycles. Second cycle, we've got a 15-minute rotational cycle, working some Russian twists and some high to low chops. All right, using a plate after those Russian twists, you use that same plate you used, going low to high chops on one side, and then low to high chops on the other side. All right, dip into around the knee level, opposite across our body at a 45-degree angle. 2 minutes rest, and then our final cycle, working the abs. We've got some briefcases, just body weights, bringing our chest to our upper thighs. Here we've got some V-ups as shown in the preview, bringing our hands to our feet, keeping them both straight, finishing up after this one on a 6-inch leg lift hold, just keeping our heels about 6 inches off the ground, legs straight. We don't want them to get too high in the air. This is great for your lower abdominals and core, and it's a great isolation or isometric exercise to finish off the workout.